all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Tell them Dice sent you.
Folks, what's up? Time for this week's JC Sports Report here on the Bossman Show. JC, what's going on with you brothers in Memphis, man? How's the 901 going with you guys? It's March Madness, baby. It's March, man.
It's March Madness, man. All I got to say is thank God for the Grizzlies, because Kenny and these Tigers, man, they've been giving us the blues lately, man.
Man, I thought it was going to be a promising thing with Penny Hardaway. What's went wrong with them this year, man? I ain't really paying close attention to what's going on with the Tigers. What's went wrong with them this year, man?
Man, we thought, honestly, man, we thought it was going to be a overnight success. We thought bringing in James Wiseman and all the recruits that we had coming in this year, man. We were thinking national championship, man. But, the NCAA, just dropped the news earlier that, that the Tigers are being investigated for further infractions from the Wiseman recruitment and everything that happened with that. So, we already lost Wiseman. He only played 3 games for us this year and everything. He quit the team. And then there could be further penalties, that could come down the road from the Tigers deciding to play him those 3 games, man. So it's not looking good at all for the Tigers, man. But thank God for Ja. Thank God for the AC Memphis Grizzlies right now in the Western Conference, man. Because without them, it'd be very bleak as far as basketball-wise here in the city.
Well, the Hawks play the Grizz tonight at the FedEx Forum, but they played on Monday at State Farm Arena. What are your thoughts on seeing the first matchup of Trey v. Ja and how the up-and-coming Hawks and Grizz match up against each other going forward?
Man, so it's gonna be something to look forward to in the future, man. The Hawks are still, a couple pieces away. They got to add around Trae Young. They got a nice young team, man. And like I said, it was a weird start to the game. The Grizz missing their first 11 shots there from the field, and then second half the Grizz turned it on and eventually led to that 39-point blowout, biggest road victory margin ever. For the Grizz in franchise history, a 39-point win against the Hawks earlier this week, man. So, like I said, it's going to be fun. Watching the rematch tonight is going to be fun. Seeing Trey in the building, FedEx Forum, he's going to be putting up a bunch of shots. Ja's going to be energetic. And you can tell those two guys have already formed a relationship and are going to be rivals, but also, friends on and off the court, man. So the league, like LeBron was saying, man, the league is definitely in good hands with Ja and the likes of Trae Young going forward.
What Monday also shocked me was that the Hawks actually wore their white uniforms and the Grizzlies actually wore their Grizzly Bear blue Beale Street Blue jerseys. I was shocked to see that because you ever see the Grizz really in those Beale Street Blue jerseys anymore, and the Hawks don't really wear white anymore at home. I was shocked to see that.
Yeah, I know, right? And I mean, I know it's the trend now, fashion, but I'm an old school guy, boss. You know that. I love to see the home team, with their traditional, whatever their home jersey is, and then whatever the traditional road jersey for the business team. I hate when they mix it up with different colors and the road team like the home team. I hate that, man. I'm not even opposed. You can wear your alternate jersey if you're a road team. I'm not opposed to that. But the way the NBA is kind of like let it just wear whatever you want now, I don't like that at all, man.
Yeah, because usually the Hawks ain't going to be in black, red, or the peachtree, never the white. I was like, what?
Exactly.
We're wearing white tonight?
Exactly, man. It's
what?
Weird, man. I'm old school, man. And I don't even like having the sponsors on the jersey, man. I don't like that either, man.
Same here. I'm with you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Keep it to where it used to be. The alternate road uniform is cool, but we don't need to have 8 options at home we can wear. I didn't know what we wearing, And also the different courts now, too. You have the city edition court, the alternate court, and you have the regular court. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, man. I'm like the old guy, man. Get off my lawn with all that new jerseys and courts and all that. Take it back to the way it was, man.
Yes, keep it kosher. And also, bruh, the Miami Heat are rebounding. They've the only team to beat the Bucks twice this year, and they're slated to meet in the second round of playoffs. The Miami Heat's the 4 seed. So with Butler, Iguodala on the wing with Jay Crowder, going out the Bucks perimeter guys and kind of trying to contain Giannis, I see a potential for a matchup problem with the Bucks and the Heat in the playoffs, man, because they beat them twice already this year. Once in Miami, once in Milwaukee.
Hey, man, Miami's a problem. Miami is definitely a problem, bro. You talk about Miami Heat team. We knew they were going to be a playoff team, but I don't think nobody saw this Miami Heat team doing what they're doing so far this year. You talk about a team that's 39-22, first in the Southeast Division out there in the Eastern Conference, man. Looking good, like I said, 4th seed right now in the East, man. And everybody thinking that it's Milwaukee or Boston, but Miami, like you said, may have something to say about that with the likes of, Bam Adebayo, a guy who's an all-star this year from Kentucky, who put the clamp down on Giannis the other night, man, holding him to a season low 13 points, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so a guy who's Bam is just a beast, man. A guy who can physically bang and pound with Giannis, on the post there. So, Miami, they may have something to say. I like what they got going on, man. You add a veteran guy like a Jimmy Butler on that team, man. You see the difference already that he's made, man. Another guy that was an all-star as well, man. Jimmy Butler, wherever he goes, he brings a fire. He brings that energy. He brings that type of intensity to, a young team, man. And, Jimmy Butler might get a bad rap, but I think, you know what? I got the perfect analogy, boss. Jimmy Butler.
What's
who Jimmy Butler, who he really is? He is the Pimp C of basketball. He is the Pimp C of the NBA, man. because he gonna tell it like it is, and you know what Pimp C said, bump how you feel. Okay, he's gonna speak his mind, and hey, it is what it is. You know, if you feel a certain type of way, come see him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is literally the Pimp C of the NBA, man. Because the guy, he tells the truth, man. If you soft, you soft. You know, he called it spade a spade. You know, so Miami going forward, man. I'm definitely looking forward to see what they can do in the playoffs, man. I think they can go pretty deep.
And the Clippers are at full health now. You see what they can do when everybody's healthy. I mean, that's pretty scary. Like, we kind of talked about it last week, but seeing them this week, going 3-0 this week, getting healthy now, 2 seed in the Western Conference at full health, they're scary.
Very scary. Very scary, bro. The Clippers, like we talked about, you know, before the season, you know, seeing Kawhi and Paul George get together like that, and you know, we seen like Paul George, he's not right just yet. We were talking about that the last show, you know, but hey, I'm looking forward to it. I really am. You know, watching them at full strength, that the pieces they've added the Reggie Jackson, adding one of the Morris twins to solidify, you know, the bench scoring and that bench presence there. It's going to be, man, the playoffs are going to be this. I'm looking forward probably because we don't know. We really don't know. We don't know who's going to win it. You know what I'm saying? Like in years past, you know, Golden State or Miami. You know, we already knew going into it who was going to win the finals. But this year, man, it's literally wide open, man. You can make an argument for at least 5 to 6 teams winning it all this year. And I think that's the best thing ever for the NBA, to get away from those many pop-up dynasties, you know, with the Miamis and the Golden States that we've had over the last 10-year run or so. This year, the Clippers, they have a stake to claim. The Lakers have a stake to claim. Houston is making noise as well, what they're doing with the small ball lineup. It's going to be fun, man. It really is.
Well, bro, Golden State maybe back next year because Wiggins is balling out right now. I went on the rundown, but I was going to throw it out there. When you return Klay Thompson, return Steph Curry at full strength, Draymond Green with Wiggins playing the Harrison Barnes role, and the young guys they have with Eric Pascal, Jordan Poole, and those guys, and getting Marquise Chris going as well. I mean, they could be scary next year again, Golden State. He could be right back in it again.
Yeah, right. And like I said, and the draft pick coming up, you know what I'm saying? That could be a number one, a top pick. You know, you just never know, man. Golden State can be right back in the thick of things, you know, and that's why, you know, being the Grizzlies, you know, you want to go ahead and try to make the playoffs this year. There's no guarantee, you know, once Golden State gets back in the mix, that the Grizzlies be in the playoffs next year. You know, they're going to have to really, you know, pick it up next year. They're already ahead of schedule and, you know, really go out there and ball out next season in order to make the playoffs. But Golden State, like I said, is going to be right back in the mix, man. You get Steph back. You get Klay back. Like I said, Wiggins is balling out right now.
And remember the Iguodala trade exception. $17.6 million that you can use to acquire talent, a piece of that roster. So,
hey, the league better watch out, man.
It can only be like kind of like the Jordan Bulls almost with the Rockets.
Right.
They get that 1 year of freedom. Then, oh my God.
Go ahead and get your jokes in. Get your jokes in now because next season, they're back.
Yes. And you know what, bro? You know, it's this March now, NFL free agency. You're a Dallas Cowboy fan. I retired my fandom after the events of Jerry Jones' comments on Colin Kaepernick. But how you feel about them handling the Dak and Amari situation? Because, you know, the CBA signed, they won't have a transition tag. They'll only have a franchise or a transition tag. But no CBA, they have both. You can tag Amari and Dak Prescott. You thought they should have went on and paid Dak before the season when they was in negotiation with Ezekiel Elliott, but now you let it go. Now the market's shot up on you, and now what if Mahomes is his deal before Dak Prescott, and then you got to pay him like the Mahomes rate. So like you feel that Jerry and Steven ran a hard line bargain, but and now it's backfiring in their face on Amari and Dak Prescott.
Man, you know, NFL free agency and the way these caps are structured, man, like, you can make it happen. You know, I don't want to hear, we can't pay this guy, can't pay that. Yes, you can. They'll find a way. They'll find a way to work it out. But at the end of the day, like I said, Dak, specifically to him, I think what's going to end up happening with Dak, it's going to be a short contract. You know what I mean? Like a 2-year, a 3-year deal. It's not going to be like a 5-6-year deal. That's normally how the Cowboys operate with their young players. They like to lock them up for at least 5 years or more. But with Dak, I think it's going to be a very short deal, and that's going to be contingent on what that new salary cap is going to look like in the next couple of years. It's expected to go up, and I think by doing a short-term deal, maybe like a 2-year deal at, let's say, $33 million. You know what I'm saying? That frees Dak up to be a free agent again, after a couple of seasons. And depending on what the salary cap may look like, depending on how he's performing, the Cowboys can make a better determination then if they want to go ahead and extend him to an even larger, long-term deal. But I think at the end of the day, it's either, like I said, an exclusive franchise tag deal for a year, or they'll do maybe like a 2-year, 3-year deal for Dak around the same numbers that the Russell Wilsons of the world are getting, or the Carson Wentz are getting right now, somewhere between that $33, $35 million range. But and then once they do sign Dak that money, hey man, God bless him, because all eyes going to be on him at that point. He has been performing on the rookie contract, getting $2 million. I think this past season was a maximum rookie deal. But before that, his first couple of years, he was getting what, $600,000, $800,000, and he definitely outperformed that deal. But now he's going to be making the 30, because it's going to happen. They're going to give it to him. But now you're going to be making that $33, $34, $35 million a year, man. The spotlight is going to be even brighter than what it's already been on him, man. It's been super bright. Detailing what he does, well, what he doesn't do well out there on the field. So I think the deal gets done. It seems like the Amari Cooper deal is going to get done as well. You can't, at this point, you can afford to lose Amari Cooper. A guy who, I said, out there with Dak, he's made Dak better. Amari, he's got a little more fire though. Like when it's really crunch time, Amari puts up great numbers when it's not it's not crunch time or it's not a super big game. He puts up big numbers then. But when it's a big game, big opponent, can Amari put up those same type of numbers? Sure, that same type of energy and same type of fire to out there and really make it happen. But the player out there does get away from the Cowboys though.
Blake Jarwin.
I think Byron Jones.
Well, yeah,
Byron Jones. Yeah, Byron Jones. At the end of the day, he's going to get top dollar, but I don't think he's good. I really don't. I think he's an average, decent corner, but he has no ball skills whatsoever. You talking about Byron Jones in 4 or 5 years?
He's a zone
Cowboy.
corner.
He only has maybe 2 picks, if that.
He's like Sherman and Charles Tillman.
Exactly.
They're all zone corners.
Right, exactly, man. But even with Tillman and Sherman, they have a knack for creating turnovers. Getting picks. Tillman, was great knocking the ball out. With the way he's knocking it out, and get the turnover, get the fumble. Byron Jones has no ball skills whatsoever. He'll swat the ball out the air. Yeah, he'll go stride for stride. With the other team's top receiver. But is he going to create turnovers? Is he going to get those big impact plays, those big interceptions that can help turn the ball game around? Man, he's not that guy. He never will be that guy. So I think Byron Jones, at the end of the day, he's going to command too much money, and it's going to be a price the Cowboys not willing to pay.
Last one, we got Tony Romo is going to get $18 million over 10 years from CBS as long as they had the NFL. Your thoughts on Romo getting this record broadcasting deal from CBS for 10 years, $180 million, $17.5 in salary, $500 in perks and incentive.
God bless him, man. Like, what a country we live in. That a guy who was so maligned, during his playing days, and I think the most Tony Romo, he never really made like super, big money like all these guys getting now, all the quarterbacks getting now. Mm-hmm. Romo, he made a nice decent amount of change, but it wasn't a crazy amount of money or guaranteed money that guys get now during his playing days. So in order to get that type of deal as a broadcaster, I mean, he set the bar, man. The way that he can call a play before it happens, and putting this little Romo magic and spin to it, and working with Jim Nance, they have a great 1-2 punch there going with those guys. So and even what's the old thing about you're worth as much as what
whatever somebody will pay you,
right? Exactly, you're worth whatever somebody the amount that somebody will pay you, and he does a great job. ESPN, they were coming at him hard. They were going to throw big money at him. CBS did not want to lose him to a competitor like ESPN like that. So they had plenty up, and the big buck for the Saints, the receiver, Michael Thomas.
He
had a great thing of that, that no broadcaster should make. the same amount of money as a high paid player. Maybe you can't count on the man's money. Like, if they want, it's not coming out of your pocket. So what do you care? You got your money. What do you care? CBS is paying him. Like, that's it's whatever, man. So, you always want to stay out the next man's pocket, man. But Romo, like I said, more power to him. He's good at what he does, and CBS feels like he's worth $17, $18 million a year. Dude, pay the man.
Got that right. You heard it from himself. My man, J.C. Smith, the J.C. Sports Report on the Boss Man Show. Bruh, great job as always, my man. See you later tonight here in Memphis, our hometown here. Now, we'll do this again next week as well, my brother.
Boss, we're going to turn up tonight, man. Going down after the game. We're going to hit Beale Street up. Man, we're going to hit the club. We're going to tear the club up 3-6 Mafia style tonight, man.
Tear the club up. Tear the club up. You got that right, bro. All right, man.
With that, all right, man, I appreciate you.
No doubt. It's J.C. Smith on the Boss Man Show.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Suntan City, let yourself shine.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay.
Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.